Hey, friends. Welcome to Freestyle Friday. My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. We're gonna hang out for a while. Is it working? Somebody type in chat that it's working. Cheers, friends. Woo! Crazy day. Working. Thank you, fellas. Crazy day. Good Lord. I just like ran down the stairs to be able to catch this. Hold on, I'm plugging a couple of batteries in. We are gonna test the cameras. Finally, we are gonna put a NewBie BI camera through a Mobula 6 AIO and see what it really looks like with like proper brightness and I almost said no milkiness, but as we found out on Wednesday's stream, the NewBie boards aren't necessarily they don't necessarily make the image milky. It's just very dim. They just make the image really dark with the OSD on. So I'm dying. I've been dying to see what the Newbie Drone BI camera looks like going through an AIO that doesn't put that super dark layer on it when the OSD is on, like the Newbie Drone BLV4, BLV3, 2, and 1 do. So super exciting. Plus, it's in the canopy that. Where'd it go? Where is it? By the way, here it is. It's in the proper little toothpick canopy. So this is gonna be cool. I'm excited about this. The intro that you just saw was the Mobula 7 with, that should have been with bi-blades. I have another battery with it on tri-blades. And so I flew outside for the first time in many months. And I did one Weebleed FPV 450 mAh battery on this guy. This is the Mobula 7 ELRS with Flywoo 1002 23,500 kV motors. And the first battery that I put through it was on bi-blades. That's what you guys watched at the beginning of the stream. And then the next battery that I put, which I'm going to play in a second, I ran it on tri-blades, the new GemFan lower pitch tri-blades. And then I put the 65 millimeter rig up in the air, which it recorded some of, but the memory card filled up. So yeah, we're gonna compare outdoors 75 millimeter to 65, and I gotta be honest, I'm flying in the backyard previously, where there's a bunch of like really small gaps and things to shoot in and out of. Flying primarily in the backyard, I'd previously said that 65 millimeter is king. Flying out in the front yard, 75 millimeter is definitely better. Definitely better. I still think I would rather do a toothpick out there, though. I still don't know if a ducted rig really makes sense in like a front yard flying kind of scenario. But this was absolutely hands down better than the 65. When there's not like when there's not like a ton of things to juke and jive around, when you know you're flying up the street, down the street, in between the bush and the house, you know, gaps that are this big. If you've got a spot to fly in your front or backyard where the gaps are this big, 65 mil for sure. But if you're trying if you're shooting bigger gaps than that, 75 definitely has a place. So yeah. If you want something that, the problem is the 75s are just not, I just don't like them inside. So I have a hard time saying like, if you only want to fly inside, it's 65. If you want to fly inside and outside, it's 75, because then everybody's going to get the 75. The 65 is so much better indoors that I think really it's this for inside and this for outside if for some reason you don't want to do a toothpick. And this will be much more accurate. You know, that's what I need to do. Next time I do this, actually I need to rebuild the little 2-inch toothpick. And so, yeah, next time I do this, it'll be 65 versus 75 versus 2-inch toothpick. And then maybe I can also do a 3-inch toothpick with DJI, the Vista pick. But yeah, I'd previously said that 65 is even the way to go outside if you want to fly outside your house. But yeah, in the front yard with not a lot of stuff, this was definitely better. This was definitely a better rig. So yeah, not just long-rangey stuff, but like more open flying outside. The 75 is king, and it's mainly just power. Like although it's also weight. This is, after the battery, this is like 10-15 grams heavier, so it's got more throw. But primarily, you can just make a lot more power on these, and when you're flying outside, that power is nice. These are it's kind of crazy what this does outside. Like this is shockingly decent outside, but yeah, now that I've got a motor set up on here that is making much bigger power, it finally starts to kind of shine. The previous setups of my 75 millimeter rigs, 75 millimeter rotor motor rigs, which were 1102 18,000s, 1102 19,000s, and then 0802 30,000s, but they were motor scaled way down. Yeah, they just didn't have quite the amount of power. At the end of Wednesday night's stream, I did do that tiny whoop order that we'd been working on throughout the stream. So I do have a set of the 1.5 millimeter motor shaft 0802 27,000 kV motors coming. And I'm actually like really excited about that. I'm really excited to compare those to these guys. These are, again, 1002 23,500s. These motors actually feel really good on these GemFan tri-blades. Jury is still out. I want to fly some more batteries back-to-back tri-blades versus the bi-blades. I'm not totally convinced that I like the tri-blades better than the bis. On the 0802s that are coming, those will definitely be bi-blade motors. Because the 0802 smaller stator volume, I can almost guarantee you, is not going to be able to handle these 1.6-inch tri-blades. I'll certainly test it, of course, but yeah, I don't know. These 1002s might actually stay on here. This might become like an outside-only tiny whoop that also bashes some jungle gyms. Here's what I will say. For jungle gym bashing, it's the 65, because jungle gyms have a million little tiny gaps to shoot, and the 65 is way, way, way more accurate to hit those tiny gaps in the jungle gym. With this thing, yeah, it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. But what's interesting is if there's a jungle gym and then like a bunch of trees around it, the 75 is going to be able to hit some of the gaps in the jungle gym and then do a much better job around the trees. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, realistically, I think you need both. I don't think there's like a, you know, this does everything better or this does everything better. They're different tools for two totally different jobs. I can't believe the difference between them, to be honest. Like, I can't believe how much harder this is to fly inside. But then also, I can't believe how much more throw this has outside. So, yeah, you kind of have to build them both. Luckily, they're tiny whoops and they're really cheap. So, what the hell? But yeah, I think I'm finally like really honing in on the ideal motor propeller setup for a 75 millimeter rig. I'm there with the 65s. This is it. The 0702 32,000 kV motors with the Mobula 6 canopy AIO Meteor 65 frame and the GemFan bi-blades. Like, this is it. This is maybe the best it's ever going to be for flying inside. I had a blast with this today, actually. I don't usually have as much fun flying tiny whoops outside, but yeah, I'm dialing it in. So go figure. Let me get caught up on chat here. Gin and tonic, friends. Get you some. Aaron FPV was first. Imp FPV was after him. Northern Tier, Chris Long, Zeft, Grizz FPV, Metal Dirt Skin, Dan Richmond, Brandon Woodford, Eric Sumner. I'm sorry, Kevin Sumner. Where did Eric come from? I gotta be honest, the names being in different colors is, I don't like it. It's like, it's harder to read for some reason. Jason, Metal Dirt Skin, Huff 19, Ed K, Mick Mucus, Bob Noxious is here. What's up, Bob? How you been, brother? Steve FPV, Ed K, Metal Dirt Skin, Riot 9, Steve FPV, Robert G, Carlux FPV, Slow Entropy, Borked, Mr. Blue Sky, Robert G, Raven 187, Bad for Life. What's up, everybody? Did Facebook debug the effing image? Please work, Facebook. I put the wrong image up, and when you do that, Facebook grabs that, and if you do that and then you change the image, Facebook has a hard time with it. And you're supposed to be able to use this debugger, this sharing debugger, and tell it to scrape for the right image again. But yeah, it's not. It refuses, which is super annoying. But I'll leave this window open and see if I can get it working. Hold on, let's see. Let me reload this. Yeah, it's still got the wrong one. God damn it. Damn it, Larry. Do you see what happens, Larry? Do you see what happens, Larry? Let me make sure that I have the right... Yeah, the right picture is up now. Oh, wow. Nothing has fixed the image. Discord is supposed to fix the image too, but it hasn't. What if I edit? Nope. That's super annoying. Who's building? What are you building? ImpFPV, if you want to talk directly to me, all you gotta do is type CiottiFPV in the chat and it'll light up an orange. You don't have to put the @ but you certainly can. You can do that with each other if you want to get somebody's attention. This is my full-time job. If you like these live streams and want to see them keep on going forever, head on over to CiottiFPV.com and lots of buttons for you to click. As it says here, Patreon helps me the most. Etsy, I've got on Etsy store, I've got stickers and hardware. Over on Fiverr, I can work one-on-one with you. We'll do some flight instruction or tuning or build planning. Teespring, I got some shirts and mugs and fun stuff. The PayPal button is a little different. Here's what the colored names look like. Yeah, you guys don't get colored names. For some reason I do. And it's like, I don't know, it's like messing with my eyes. It's hard to, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, the PayPal thing is a little different now. There's a different way of doing it. You can just click this, you can do a custom amount, and then I think it lets you, yeah, I don't know. Let me know if this PayPal thing works properly. It should. I got a bunch of affiliate links here too. When you guys are ordering stuff on the internet, think about your content creating buddies and try to find an affiliate link from somebody that's related to that website, and they'll get free money, and then they'll keep making content for you to watch on YouTube for free. I've got affiliate links to WeBleed FPV, Newbie Drone, FPV Cycle, Amazon, Get FPV, Oh My God, HD0, Flywoo, Banggood, Camera Butter, and AliExpress. So if you're ordering on any of those websites and you hit my affiliate link here, or if you replace your bookmark with my affiliate link or whatever, on that order, I'll get a small percentage of it. And then the next time you order, you have to hit it again. So when you get to that notes field and you're like, ooh, what do I type? Think about that notes field as your reminder to try to get somebody a couple of dollars so they can keep making content. Cool. Hey, so I was super excited to try these HQ prototype 1.2 inch 31 millimeter props, but unbelievably, they have not figured out yet that you really need to open up the top of the propeller hole so that you can put the propeller all the way down on the motor shaft. I want to fly these so bad, but I'm not gonna wreck a set of motors because they sit up really high on the motor shafts and they just torque the shit out of the shaft. So HQ, get it together, yo! Come on, like this is like this is Tiny Whoop 101. Come on. So I messaged Jesse from Tiny Whoop, who sent them to me, and I said, "Yo, thanks again for these. But hey, how are you opening up the tops of them?" Yeah, it's. I think I'm gonna need to get a 1 millimeter drill bit or like a 0.98 or 0.99 millimeter drill bit because it's like a big chunk of plastic on the top of them. Like it's not. Like on some propellers, the top is open, but it's smaller, so you can just jam fine-tipped tweezers in there and spin the propeller around, and it'll just kind of mushroom it out. But you can't even do that on these. These have like a half a millimeter of plastic on the top. Like I think you really need to drill them out. Which, like, really? Is this real life? Come on. What is happening? Not thrilled, yo. Not loving it, but I digress. Do I, though? Do I digress? Shall I digress? Look at this. I was kicked off of an Instagram stream last night while I was building this because I was playing Top Gear and it picked up the audio from Top Gear. I couldn't believe it. And it was like, nope, you can't play copyrighted content. I'm like, wow, okay, Instagram, I see you. This right here is the FPV cycle frame before there was FPV cycle. This is Bob Rugi's very first frame, and it has no ass. Look, it's got no ass on it. It's assless. You have to put everything up front here. This little red zip tie here is holding down an FrSky RXSR, and it's not even an RXSR, it's an XM Plus. And this rig actually has a 30 by 30 AIO in it, a really old school AIO. And then there's a VTX below the AIO, the Rush tank without the mounting holes. And yeah, man, this was my very first 5-inch build, like 4 or 5 years ago or so. And before I broke like the last of the arms, I just stopped flying it and I started flying glides. So I kept it around, and it was always just kind of like hanging on the wall in the corner. And then a couple of months ago, for whatever reason, I saw it sitting over there, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go fly that. And it was shockingly decent. The biggest thing that kind of blew me away, and I don't have a great antenna setup for FrSky here. But it's not a bad antenna setup. Like with them both out like this, they're almost 90 degrees. So you kind of cover the null of the one with the other. But my God, the difference in range of this rig on old school FrSky versus Crossfire was really like wild. That was the biggest thing. Other than that, I mean, this flies really decent. It's 4S. On the live stream yesterday, I swapped the motors out. I had moved. I was flying this frame when I found the T-Motor F40 Pro 2s, and that was like the motor that I flew, a ton on this rig. But then once I started to fly the glides, I took. Are these motors not? Oh man. Well, maybe they're just tight. I don't know. I feel like I might have a short on this one motor. I think I do. So yeah, this frame is where I discovered my love of the F40 Pro 2s. But then I put this, when I started flying those in the glide frame, I put a set of Rotor Riot Freestyles on here, which are the same thing. Those are the same exact thing as these Pro 2s, just a little bit heavier. And so, yeah, now that I'm not flying these Pro 2s anymore, I saved a set, and on the live stream yesterday, I put the motors that belong on this thing back on this thing. So it is back into, like this was it, man. This is very similar to how I used to fly it. Other than the AIO, I never flew it with a 30 by 30 AIO. I took when I started flying the glide frame, I took the proper guts out of this and put them in the glide frames. And then I had this 30 by 30 AIO just kind of sitting around. And I was like, oh, let me throw it in this because I just had this frame like in a drawer. So yeah, I put this AIO in it just to like throw this together. And then the rest of this, I had like an XM Plus sitting around. I had this VTX sitting around. I had this camera sitting around. So it was kind of perfect. I had this antenna that I didn't have anything to do with. So yeah, this is what started all of my 5-inch shenanigans. Ouch. And it just bit me. Something bit me. It's really light. Look how light this thing is. Because it's got no ass. All things that are assless are very lightweight. Let me grab a battery. A 4S 1300. That's what I used to fly. Where the hell are they? Nope, that's a 6S. Where are... Oh, here we go. No, that's 6S. So is that. Are you saying meow? Where the hell Where are they? Here it is. Here are the batteries I used to fly on it. The RDQ 4S 1300s. So the rig itself is 323 dry. With the battery I used to fly on it, it is 489. And then with a session, it is... With a session... Good Lord, that's light. 560. Oh my God, it's exactly 560. Wow, that's really light. There's no propellers on it right now, and there's no prop nuts on it. So call it like 570. Wow, that's really light though. I didn't realize. Jesus. Yo, 5-inch rigs have gotten real fat. Just really, 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 really obnoxiously fat. I'm gonna fly this thing again. I'm gonna keep this. This. What's this called? GoPro session out. Oh, I need to charge it. I'll need to charge it for sure. But I think you can almost do it while it's in the damn... Is this the GoPro holder that you could actually... You can. That's right. The old days where you could actually open the entire door out the side of the TPU mount. Look at that! I'm not putting propellers on it yet because I need to plug it into to Betaflight to see if it's to see if the motors are spinning in the right direction. So it's gonna have to live over here on the workbench for a little bit longer. But I'm gonna put this battery here, and that's gonna push me to fly the damn thing. Cheers, friends. Get you something to drink this beautiful Friday night. What's happening, chat? ImpFPV says, good evening, CiottiFPV, and the whole herd of gangly beasts grazing and waiting for their mastermind. Brandon Woodford says, hope you're having a good night. Metadortson says, is this the 75mm in the opening? It sure is. Ed K says, happy Friday. Bob Noxious says, what's up? Kevin Sumner says, it's working. YouTube just did the thing. Scrolling back up. Bad for Life says 0802 22 to 25,000 kV is about perfect for indoor. Could probably go up to 1002 for outdoor, but you get a lot less drift with 0802 indoor. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the crazy KV 0802s. I'm not going to run them at 27,000. That's a bit much. I'll motor limit them down a little bit, but I'm excited to get those because the motor shafts won't bend. I ran a bunch of batteries through this with the EX 0802 30,000 scaled down a whole bunch, and it was the best it's ever flown, but it was just like the motor shafts would just bend because of how heavy this is. So yeah, these iGao 0802s with the 1.5mm shaft are going to be a lot better. What's interesting, I'm really interested to see how they compare to these 1002s because I'm just really curious about what stator volume is absolutely necessary for these really low pitch gem fan brand new tri-blades. I'm super curious if the 0802s will crank these. I really don't think that they will. But that'll be really good info. Like that'll kind of be it. I wish that we could get these. I wish somebody made these 1002s in 25,000 kV or even 27,000 kV. Christ, even 30,000 to be honest, because 1002s on the bi-blades with mega kV, that would be nuts. That would give this thing even more ass. These 23,500 kV 1002s, like, yeah, it's good. It's but I think it's kind of just barely enough. The reason why I think that is it feels totally fine on the bi-blades, and then on these tri-blades, it maybe feels a little bit better. It's not worse, though. Every other motor that I've ever run a 75 mil motor to motor rig on, when you go from a bi-blade to a tri-blade, it starts to feel terrible. Even on the 1102s, which are more stator volume, but their KV was too low, I think. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. I'm pretty happy with these 1002s, to be honest. Thank you guys for pushing me to get them. I just wish, I wish there was a 25,000 kV 1002. I think that would be, because I don't like the idea of running tri-blades on a ducted rig. The reason that I prefer tri-blades on non-ducted rigs is that they protect the motors. If you run a bi-blade on like a toothpick, for example, when it crashes, if it crashes inverted, the motor bell hits the ground because the two-bladed propeller just swings out of the way. And then the motor bell smacks into the ground and it bends the motor shaft. With a ducted rig, the duct is going to take the hit, so you're never going to have that problem. So, and bi-blades are much more efficient, and they can be more thrusty if you have enough KV. So yeah, I would really prefer to run this thing on bi-blades, but we need to get them in a high enough KV. So that's kind of where the 0802s felt really good, is that you can get the 0802s in a higher KV, but what I think is the situation here is that I think the 0802 is just barely big enough for these big old 1.6 inch bi-blades. The 1002s with a high KV and those bi-blades I think would be amazing, because it's always nice when the motor is a little bit bigger than what is needed for the propeller, because that just makes the PID loop work a little bit better. It brings your response time down, and the motor is like, it never feels like the motor is struggling. It always feels like the motor is like powerful enough, and it's really got good control over the propeller, and then that gives the whole rig like a really nice feeling of control in the air. It's a feel thing, but you see it in the PID loop performance. Like, you don't have to crank the PID loop up to the moon to get the thing to be locked in. And you know, speaking of, I haven't really done hardly any tuning on this, so yeah, I need to put this into Betaflight and start cranking the PIDs up, because there might be a little bit of extra performance there that I haven't sort of like eked out of it. So I can't believe I'm spending this much time again on 75mm rigs. Kevin Sumner says, "Who's building? I'm about to start a baby tooth build. Working on cleaning the bench first. A baby tooth build, very cool." Riot 9 with a 420 super chat. He says, "Bless you." Thank you, brother. My nose is like all angry. It's all angry. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Ramdogger says, "Hey, hello, good health." Ederson says, "I got a ridiculous pseudo lightweight 5-inch build about to finish up. We'll post pictures on Discord." Very cool. And then Northern Tier says, "Happy Friday. Cheers. What have you found is the best mounting option for the pinch cam wide version? Looks like I may have to print a mount." So I took the Tiny Woo pound mount and I cut the front off. Let me show you. Oh wait, I have to launch Logitech G. Oh, it's already working. Look at how clean the underside of the desk is. Ooh, look how clean. All right, so yeah, I cut the front of the pound mount out. It's kind of hard to see because it's black on black, but yeah, there you can see it. Yeah, so I just took pliers and just snipped. So this is what the pound mount normally looks like. It's got like a beefed up section in the front there. And then this is what I did to it to make it work with the ultra wide camera. And yeah, it's totally fine. It absolutely works fine. I love having this little handheld camera. Sorry. So today, I drove all the way up to Athens with Maggie to pick up a receiver, a slightly vintage Yamaha stereo receiver for up in the living room to drive the speakers that I got for up in those huge light wood colored built-ins that are in the living room, and then yeah, we got home like I don't know 4, and I started running cables and got everything hooked up. And it sounds okay. The speakers are made by Infinity, which Infinity is like one of the better like Best Buy brands, and they're okay. They're okay. I'm very spoiled. Many years ago when I was into home theater, probably 15 years ago, I lost my mind and bought a set of like God, I don't know. $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 floor standers made by a Canadian company called Paradigm, and I've had them ever since. And they're the speakers that are over here in the basement. And no, stop asking me questions, Logitech G Hub. Leave me alone. And so yeah, I've had them forever, and I mean they're just like with big speakers. There's a huge difference in when you get up over $1,000, like, and it sucks because that's such an obnoxious amount of money. Like that's just so absurd to spend more than $1,000 on a set of goddamn speakers. Although I don't know, like, you know, when you're watching TV, which we do a lot in the 2000s, sound is half of it, so it's the best I can justify it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna rock these Infinities for a while, but I'm gonna be really keeping an eye out. The only problem is the cabinets upstairs, and I'll fly up there and I'll show you. It's the built-ins have spots for speakers, which is really cool. And the doors open up and slide back behind them. Again, you'll see it in a little bit. But it's a weird shaped opening. Like it's 35 inches tall by 11 inches wide. And so most floor standing speakers don't fit in there. Most floor standers are much taller than that. But then bookshelf speakers are much shorter than that. So yeah, it's a very weird size. So it's hard to, yeah, it's going to take me a while. I couldn't believe these speakers fit so nice. These are like damn near perfectly sized. So it's going to be hard to find something else, but I'm going to be looking for sure because, yeah, once you have like a really decent home theater setup, it's hard to go back. And upstairs is where the U-turn turntable is, and yeah, vinyl sounds really good. And the stereo receiver, the Yamaha stereo receiver, is really nice. It sounds really good. I turned it on, and within like 15 seconds, I was like, oh shit, the speakers are letting the side down a little bit because the U-turn turntable is like really decent. It's got a really decent Ortophone cartridge on it. And then I've read a bunch of reviews about this receiver, and I know that it's really decent. And you can just kind of tell. You can just kind of tell when the speakers aren't up to snuff. So, yeah, you know. One more thing down though, it's really nice to have a stereo upstairs. I used to have, previously I just had like a silly little like executive CD player with little speakers like this up there. It's nice to have something proper up there that actually fills the room, because that's a huge room, so these tiny little speakers just sounded so tinny up there. These speakers are a huge step in the right direction. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for a set of weirdly shaped speakers to put up there. Luckily, the cabinets are wide enough where you can put a speaker there that has an 8-inch driver, and that, you know, and that's what these Infinities have, but it's just like they're not ported, and yeah, there needs to be a little bit more. I need speakers that'll move a little bit more air than what's up there to fill that room up, because yeah, 20-foot ceilings, and that room opens up, and you guys have seen it every single time I've ever flown. All right. What are we doing? I got a bunch of batteries here. Cameras. Camera smackdown. So, I've finally got a BI in a mount with a plug that'll work on a Mobula. So we are going to compare the Tiny Whoop Pinch to... I might as well compare it to the new school Runcam Nano 3 that you can actually buy. And so that's going to be this newbie drone rig. Cool. Yeah, so we'll fly this newbie drone rig a little bit. Nope, can't do that because the image is going to look poor. So we'll do some 75mm flying. That means I got to get some batteries on the charger for it. All right. Wow, is that really... Hold on. I guess that's not the most fair thing in the world to do, because it's going to be so much harder to fly the 75mm rig. What I'm not just interested in, like, oh, which one looks better, but Aaron Frank Nicholas says update change. Thank you, dude. I'm just going to turn the old one on. What? Why did that overwrite it? Are you kidding me? What? Why did that overwrite it? Come on now. Really? What did I do? I copied it. Paste. Did I paste a reference? That's weird. And then, which one did that? Wow, okay. That's weird that it works like that. Oh man, does anybody remember what the Medicine Man Cometh Fund was up to? How much it was up to? So I need to remove that. And then I need to copy. And then I need to paste duplicate? Is that the... Where did it go? Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get this, friends. Okay, so then blah 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 fund. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so now I have two separate ones. So this one needs to be Medicine Man Cometh Fund, not Funk Fund. And it was, the top of it was 12. This was spaced out a bunch. And I think it was at, I'm pretty sure it was at 400. If somebody is so inclined, you're more than welcome to, well, no, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. All I have to do is go to the beginning of yesterday's live stream, and it'll be there. Joshua's new thumbnail is insane. This waterproof FPV drone is not a scam. Darwin FPV Hulk. That's a crazy funny thumbnail. So yeah, beginning of yesterday's stream. Not yesterday, Wednesday's stream. It was at 300. Okay, cool. So, all right, we're back. The old fund is back up. There we go. Cool. Aaron FPV says no love for the Foxy or Pico Razor. I think that's what the Tiny Whoop pinch cam is. Isn't it? So that is what the ultra, so the Tiny Whoop meme cam, the Tiny Whoop ultra wide pinch cam is the Foxeer Pico Razor with a different lens on it. Jesse and I forget who else it was sat there on a live stream for like 3 or 4 hours, swapping lenses on Pico razors. I thought he'd said to me that the regular pinch cam. No, it's not true. It's not true. The regular pinch cam is made by, I can't think of the name of the company, but I don't think I'm supposed to say it anyway. So yeah, I guess I didn't. I've heard good things about the Foxeer Pico razor. I guess I have to snag one, and that'll give me an excuse. Does Jesse? Damn it! Let me guess. Jesse has him on his website, doesn't he? Maybe he doesn't. Foxeer Pico razor. Let's go to FPV gear. Actually, he probably doesn't have it because he's making the ultra wide. Where is it? I don't think he does have it. So that's kind of cool. I'm kind of glad that he doesn't have it because I've been meaning to do an order for the son of a bitch, it's out of stock. For the T-Motor AIO. And hopefully I can find them at the same place. Who else sells it? Paradrone, Armatan. Oh, Get FPV sells it. Great, I just did a Get FPV order. Maybe it's not in stock. Yes, it's not in stock. Wow, nobody sells it. Where are you guys getting them from? Newbie Drone sells it. Not 16.9. Oh, it's sold out. Damn. Anybody know if anybody has it? At the moment? Where the hell's Race Day Quads? Let's see. Wow, they don't have it. What? Oh my god, what is happening? What is your website doing? Okay, they do sell Foxeer stuff, but they don't have that camera. That's a little weird. Why don't they have that camera? Razer Nano, that's not it. The nanos are a little too heavy. Oh yeah, Whooptopia prefers bought them all out. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, when someone gets them back in stock, I'll try it. What about Amazon? Amazon, how are you not? How is it not on Amazon? Wow, it really isn't. Jesus. Can you order from Foxeer's website? I wonder where they ship from. Probably take 100 days and nights to arrive. All right. Yeah, we'll try it at some point, but damn it, why can't it be in stock at Pyrodrone? That would be so nice because I really do want to buy that oh, they're in stock at Rotor Riot, Mr. Blue Sky says. Well, so they don't tell you if it's 4x3 here. No, okay, it is 4x3. Do they happen to have the... If I can find one website that has the T-Motor AIO and this camera, that would be just terrific. Electronics... Flight controllers. Let's see. Do they have the T-Motor AIO? Of course not. Why would anyone have everything that I need all at once? Oh, I did rotor roti. Oh, you fart bag. That'll work better. Oh! Looks like I'm doing a big old rotor ride order. Cool. Good looking out, blue sky. Why does it have to be PAL? Are you kidding me? Come on. Ntsc, I think, has more... Isn't there an advantage to Ntsc? And is this the 4x3 version or the 16x9 version? Why there's no info at all? It's just an empty description. Yeah, it says PAL here. It doesn't say 4x3 or 16x9 though. I'm gonna leave this opened and probably get both of these things. It's 4x3? Okay, cool. Had to email to get any info. June Logo says, what's so special about this cam? I have no idea, but people say that it's good, so we might as well try it. All right. And I'll, of course, take some time to cover the entire Rotor Riot store to see if there's any single other thing that maybe they have that I need. I really wish CiottiFPV had it in stock. That would just make life so much easier. Where else is it? Newbie Drone, but I think it's out of stock in 4x3, right? Yeah, it's sold out in 4x3. I'll be damned if I get it in 16x9. Well, there it is on Amazon. But it's currently unavailable. Okay. Where else? AliExpress? Nope. Hobby King? Where's Hobby King shipped from? That's the PAL one, though. I'd really like to get the Ntsc one. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember what the deal was, PAL versus Ntsc? Wasn't there a benefit to one or the other? It's not the end of the world, but it's just kind of one of those things. Defiance RC. Is Defiance RC in the US? I think they are, but they're sold out. Oh, Ready Made RC. Out of stock. Balls. Discontinued. No. Better not. Oh, man, and it's the Ntsc 4x3. God damn it. Somebody in this chat has to know the deal with Ntsc versus PAL. Hobby Wing? Oh my god. Is it frame rate? It might be frame rate. Kinetic says Ntsc has higher frame rate, but PAL has slightly better image quality. Ntsc is 60, PAL is 50 if I recall. That's interesting. I wonder if that... Hobby Wing has it. Where do they ship from? I wonder if the Ntsc cams are a little bit lower latency because of the higher frame rate. Super interesting. Good shit, Kinetic. By the way, Kinetic, good shit. That's exactly it. Ntsc had higher frame rate, but and the reason why PAL has slightly better image quality is that there are more lines of vertical resolution, which is why when you go into your OSD and you toggle between Ntsc and PAL, when you toggle on PAL, the screen gets bigger. It doesn't get bigger in your goggles, but there are more lines of vertical resolution there. So yeah, it's, you know, Ntsc, instead of the extra lines of vertical resolution, they draw more frames, thus the higher frame rate. PAL, instead of, they run at a lower frame rate, but you get more resolution, which is kind of cool. You know what I'd really like to do? I would like to get this camera in PAL, one in Ntsc, and see if we can actually tell a difference. That'd be pretty cool. Brady Big Bean says the worst thing about NTSC is the 29.97 frame per second thing, and it needs to go away for good. Interesting. I didn't know about that. That leads to the skipped frame nonsense, I guess, right? NTSC is 30 frames per second. PAL's 25 frames per second. That would be also cool to take a look at in the power play, which is 60 frames. This records in 60 frames, which is kind of interesting. That would be fun to kind of compare the two of them, because you might be able to see the frame drop. Okay, I'm probably what I'll probably do is snag one from Rotor Riot, and then if I really like it, then I'll so I guess the one from Rotor Riot is PAL. If I end up really liking it, I'll figure out somewhere to get the NTSC one from. And then I'm pretty sure Hobbywing ships overseas. So I'll wait for the NTSC one to come back in stock somewhere. Oh my god, it's on FPV Exchange. Xenakis has some. No. PAL 4x3. Well, that's where I'm buying it. No, I have to do the Rotor Riot order anyway for the jib jab. You know what I mean? For the old jibber jabber. For the AIO. Look at FPV Exchange coming up in the Google results. They looks like they indexed that page. Very cool. Rotor Builds, WizStore, Surveillance Zone. There's Rotor Riot. Man, Rotor Riot came up low. Rotor Riot's getting beat by everybody. Wow, Rotor Riot's getting beat by FPV Exchange. They gotta get on that shit, yo. Yikes. That's them not having their website properly optimized for SEO. That's not like I'm sure their website gets a hell of a lot more traffic than FPV Exchange. Interesting. All right. Damn. I'm gonna leave this opened. And God, I really wish it was in stock at Pyrodrone. Come on now. Email me, yo. NTSC. Okay, that's the right one. All right. Come on, man. Pick the right image. Get it. Work. Work properly, you jerk. Okay. It's cold down here. Hold on. Yo, I got another fucking gas bill this month, and it's $350 again. What the hell? What kind of shit is this? $350. Are you kidding me? It's real life? Okay, this battery's done. I gotta get another... Oh wait, so I still have to figure out what the hell I'm doing to test these cameras. So, Tiny Whoop Pinch Cam versus, I gotta put this on something, versus the Runcam Nano Jibby Jabby. So, I'm gonna put the Newbie Drone BI camera on the, I'm calling this like the ghostly rig, the ghost rig. But I can't call it the ghost rig, because then you guys will think that I have ghost on it. So I guess it has to be the ghostly rig. And no, I'm not going to call it Casper. That's kind of silly. So it's going to get put on the ghost rig here. Ghost rig is the quad with the 0603 26,000 kV motors and the Gemfan Tri-Blade prototype props. I can't believe how good this rig flies for only being 26,000 kV. These prototype props are pretty awesome. Okay, I really wanted to fly the HQ prototypes tonight. Like, that was my plan for this entire stream. And then I took a couple of them out of the box to take a picture of them. And I kind of assumed that, like, the tops of the propellers would be closed off, but I would at least be able to punch my really fine-tipped tweezers through them and kind of open them up. But no, there's like a 0.5 mil of plastic on the top of the prop. I actually fucked up my tweezers. I was jamming my tweezers in there and spinning them around, and it like twisted up the sharp tips of the tweezers. I had to sit there and try to straighten them back out. I was none too pleased. Huff19 says, does the newbie drone cam have a standard plug now? It does not. I removed their proprietary plug and I installed one of the standard ones. And I installed a standard plug with the wires in the correct positions this time. On a previous live stream, I said, guys, you won't believe it. I put a wiring harness on this newbie drone BI and it doesn't work. And I was like, I tried it 2 times. And somebody said, are you sure the wires are in the right spot? And I was like, yeah, I checked. I didn't check. The problem was I just assumed it was a little wiring harness that I pulled out of that I had just sitting on my desk. And so I just thought it was a wiring harness that I had removed from a Runcam Nano, but it turned out that it wasn't. It was just a wiring harness that just was on the desk, and the colors were in the wrong positions. All right, let's get some screws going here for this little fella, and we'll get it mounted up. And then I guess what I'm gonna do is grab one of the what am I doing with this newbie drone rig? Is there any other testing of this BLV4 that you guys want to see? I think we kind of covered it, right? Like, right now it's sitting in this fully upgraded form. And it's not, like, it's nothing special. It's not that it's nothing special, it's just nothing special. You know what I did notice? Hey, here's the rest of the flight footage. So I'm gonna play all three. So first, Kevin Sumner looked for 0.98mm drill bits. McMaster has 0.038 inches and 0.039, which are 9.7 and 9.8 respectively. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so that's good that they exist. What I noticed is that outside, the Runcam Nano 3 really kind of sucks. The first 2 files that I'm going to play for you here are with the Runcam Nano 3. Actually, I'll just give you a head-to-head real quick. So here's the Runcam Nano 3. Let's put this full screen. So here's the Runcam Nano 3. All right. And then, and this is the current Runcam Nano 3 with the slightly shittier lens. And now here is, what the fuck? Why did it do that? Oh my god, here it is with the old lens. Why did it just kill itself? Look at it with the old lens. Look how much better it looks with the old lens. Jesus. So what that means is this Modula 7 rig is going to get a different camera for sure. So let's do that real quick here. Let me pull the camera off that. Actually, I think what it's going to end up getting is the Newbie Drone BI camera. This is actually the 65mm rig. All right, so here is the Mobula 7, 1002 motors with the Gemfan bi-blades. All right, let me let this roll for a minute, and you guys can ask any questions that you've got in le chat. I was pretty happy with the way this flew. I got to be honest. This is pretty good, and this is not really dialed in. I haven't dialed in the throttle expo or the midpoint. I haven't dialed in the PID tune or the filters. So yeah, this ain't bad for like a first pass kind of setup here. Although the PIDs are not stock. The PIDs are turned up a little bit, but I haven't taken the time to like kind of custom dial the PIDs in. Like fly it a little bit, land it, jump into the OSD, push the PIDs up a little bit, fly it some more, land it, jump into the OSD, push the PIDs up a little bit. Like, and that process is kind of important on the tiny whoops because they really benefit from, more than most other rigs, from having the PIDs really pushed high. Really high. No problems behind the house. This is on 25 milliwatts too. 25 million watts. Can you guys believe it? 25 million. Okay. I did notice though that on 25 million watts, the X12 AIO seemed to perform a little bit better back behind the house. And that's what you're watching now. You're watching the Mobula 7 ELRS. I couldn't believe I did this. I could not effing... Wait a second. You're watching the wrong thing. What the hell? Wait a second. Why is it playing that file? No, you are watching the right thing. That was with the tri-blades on it. Hold on. This program. Bi-blades. I'm saying bi-blades. There we go. Okay, so this is the sorry guys. This is the bi-blade footage. That's very annoying. Yeah, I crashed in the backyard. Like, just don't crash in the backyard. The only thing that you have to do here is not crash in the backyard, because it's completely unrecoverable. Not unrecoverable. It's unturtle modeable. It's unturtle mode recoverable. And what do you think I did? I'll give you one guess. Just one guess. All right, so the Newbie Drone BI camera is on a Mobula 6 ELRS. Happy days are here at last. All right, brilliant. And so, just tighten these little screwsies up here. Okay, good. So we've got 2 rigs ready to go. Third rig is gonna be the Runcam Nano 3, the new version of that camera, and I'm gonna take it off of the Mobula 7 ELRS here, and I'm gonna put it onto the Mobula 6 with the 32,000 kV motors. So we'll be able to fly 3 Mobula 6 ELRSs with, God, look how bad that looks. That's where I really noticed it when I went up really high. I was like, oh my God, I can't see a fucking thing. But all that being said, this camera, this is the current generation Runcam Nano 3. Inside the house, it's fine. Like it's almost like it's designed to be used inside the house. And I mean, it's a very lightweight It's like the lightest weight of the camera and canopy, super durable camera canopy setup. So it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. I don't know. All right, so here it is. I am going to take these screws out of it, though. These are going to be screws that live in the Modulus 7 here. Okay, so Modulus 7 going over here with its little screws. All right, so I got to figure out what I'm doing on that rig for a camera. I could put the ultra-wide pound mount on there. A 75mm rig with an ultra-wide camera. Does that make any sense? Flying it outside with an ultra-wide camera. Oh, you know what? That's the rig where I'll put the Pico whenever I get it. Could be funny to put the pound camera on there. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the pound mount on there. That'll be fun. Put the meme camera on the meme rig. Okay, so the last little rig we're going to switch up here. All right, so there you go with that. And then... now here is... all right, so you guys already got to see it. That was the bi-blade flight where I crashed in the backyard. Yeah, look at this is why the backyard is kind of unrecoverable. It's just, see it? It's all kudzu. And it's like down a big hill. Unreal. Alright, but here we go. I flew the rest of this battery. Okay, so this guy here, I'm going to move it to the new school camera. Perfect. And all will be right with the world. It's got some ass with those tri-blades. Does it seem like it's got a little bit more thrust on the tri-blades to you guys? The battery is getting kind of low here. There was a big bobble there I just noticed. And I noticed it when I was flying it too. But again, I've not dialed the PIDs in on this rig. I might be able to crank the PIDs up a bunch to get rid of that bad behavior. Alright. Runcam Nano 3 with the old lens has now been removed. Here you go. So here's the tri-blades. I'm going to play this back to back with the bi-blades. See if you think this has more power. Tri-blades versus bi. This is the tris. I think the tri-blades had a little bit more power. But I've only flown one battery outside with them. And inside, inside it's hard to tell because it's hard to fly it. So you're just kind of holding on for dear life. You can't really like focus on whether, yeah, one thing is better than another. Outside will definitely be the spot where I can figure that out, but I think I just need more than one battery each. Especially when half of the one battery was spent in a bush. Like a chump. Okay. So... I'm going to take all the rigs apart. Taking everything apart. The newbie drone rig is going to get the clear canopy. Because I can. All the whoops are taken apart. It was kind of windy. I was getting kicked around by the wind. Which made this difficult. Oh, balls. I would have to switch the thingy. Well, hey, do I need to fly this newbie drone rig anymore? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. It's just... I'm going to take this BLV4 and I'm going to put it into a tiny lifter and we're going to torture it on 2S and see how it does. So speak now or forever hold your wiener. If you want me to see me do something else with the newbie drone BLV4 on a 65mm frame. Alright, so now here is the 65mm rig. And you should be able to tell a difference. I mean, the camera looks way better. It's the same camera, just with a different lens, which is absurd. Like, it is absolutely absurd that this is the same camera, but it is. I have no reason to lie. Yeah. Kinda wild. Okay. So I'm gonna use this camera with a BLV3. I am gonna have a newbie drone build put together, but it's gonna be in the it's gonna be with a BLV3. I have an extra newbie drone BLV3 just kind of sitting around, so I might as well use it. And it's got an EP2 on it. It's right here, I think, right? Oh, this is the BLV2. This is the one that I'm gonna use, the BLV2. Yeah. And I can put this into whatever. It's in this cockroach frame right now. All right. We're doing well here. We're doing well, friends. Look at this. The camera was so good that I was able to fly up in the trees, and I could see most of the little branches. Ain't that some shit? So the BLV... Oh, so that's where it stopped recording. That's where the memory card filled up, I should say. Isn't that wild? All right, so let me put this aside. But yeah, BLV4 needs to come out. I think I'm gonna build like a full-blown, full-fat, heavy-ass newbie drone rig, cockroach frame in the purple. In the purple cockroach frame right now, I have the big, heavy, Tiny Whoop 0802 30,000 kV motors. So what I can do with this is, and this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to motor limit these down. These motors weigh the same as the newbie drone Flow 0802. They're 0.1 gram lighter, but we'll just ignore that. The Flow 0802 motors, what I'll do is I'll motor scale these down to 25,000 kV. I'll put a newbie drone AIO in it. It will have it'll have a different camera. It won't be it'll be a slightly different setup, but that's okay. And we'll have a fat rig with a bunch of power, which is kind of cool. And it's got an EP2 on it. Okay, the weight of the EP2. Okay, so I'll be running... This is perfect. This is perfect. The weight of the EP2 will be offset by the fact that I'm going to run a lighter camera and canopy on it. And we're going to see exactly what that weight difference is right now. So this is a newbie drone BI camera in the newbie drone Goober canopy, which is 3.1 grams. This is a Runcam Nano 3 in the Mobula 6 canopy. 2.3 grams. And the weight of an EP2 is almost exactly 1 gram. That is about the most satisfying thing in history. That just makes my heart sing. So perfect. Oh god, I just lost a screw. Sweet. So we're gonna do this AIO with EP2 in this frame here, and we'll have a perfect representation of what the BLV4 would be, basically. If you were to buy the ready to fly and swap on the 25,000 kV motors. That's absurd. I can't believe that works out like that. Beautiful. It's beautiful, Clark. And then I won't fly it. Because it's too heavy. But it'll exist. I mean, if you guys ask me, if you guys say like, hey, can I see what... No, you know what? That is actually really cool, because at some point a new person will come in and say, hey, I'm thinking about the BLV4. And I'll be able to say, okay, cool. Here's what it'll fly like, fully upgraded. Here's what a Mobula 6 will fly like, fully upgraded. And then they'll all go, wow, looks like I'm getting a Mobula 6 So that's cool. I like that. What's this other? I have another cockroach frame here. Oh, there's no motors in it. There's just motor screws in it. Yeah, because quite honestly, buying the Newbie Drone Acro-Bee board and then needing to direct solder those silly little proprietary connectors to a different set of motors, that's silly. That's absolutely silly. It would make much more sense if you're gonna go the Newbie Drone route. The only thing that really makes sense is to swap on the 0802 25,000 kV motors and just leave it there. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion, to go down the rabbit hole of it's a rig that only really makes sense as a bind and fly. That's what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense to you guys? Everybody follow me on that? Follow me. Where did that tiny... I am going to put a lightweight little antenna on it. Where'd that little... itty bitty wee little lightweight antenna go? Whatever. I have one over here. Look at it. Look how cute it is. Ooh, little guy. Ooh. I do have an extra little singularity over there. I could throw that on it, but then it would get even heavier. We're trying to lighten things up, not fatten them up. All right, cool. So we're going to run the antenna out one of these little back holes at a kind of sort of 45-degree angle. And then we're just going to plug this camera in. There's not a whole hell of a lot to see here. I know I should be doing this under the bench cam, but yeah, there's not a lot to see. Although it's absolutely absurd to not do that. Okay. All right. Okay, plugging the camera in. Oh, stop it. Stop that. Get back over here, camera plug. Okay. Oh, hey, I totally forgot to mention on the Flow Ride 5-inch rig, for the first time ever, I've been meaning to do this. These are the Pyro Drone. Okay, this camera sucks. We're gonna switch over to this one. These are the Pyro Drone race wires. They're actually made by CL Racing, and they're just identical to the CL Racing race wires, just with the yellow PDB. On the CL Racing race wires, they give you these 3 extra pads here, so you can put another race wire on the fucking bottom. Isn't that cool? I didn't do it in the front, because I'm lazy, but I did it in the back. Isn't that wild? You know, and I haven't even plugged a battery into it yet. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Let's use a smoke stopper just in case. Let's see here. That one motor might have a bridge, so it's actually a really good idea to use a smoke stopper in this case. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. And hey, we good. I'm not gonna get to see what it looks like because I'm not gonna arm it. Balls. Just pretend like it looks cool. Wait, no, what if I turn this off? We get a little bit? We get a little bit. I guess that motor's not shorted because it seems to be working fine. Yeah, look at that! So I got purple on the bottom. I didn't know what color these were. I was wondering what that was going to be. So that's kind of annoying. It looks like I've got red up top, but then I've got purple on the bottom. The reason that's annoying is that the purple ones are not very bright. The red ones are very bright. Ramdongo says, beacon, lettuce, tomato. I'm not sure why he said that, but... McMucus says, let's see if it's waterproof. Ram Douglas says, stripper for good parts. Denzel says, hey, what I miss? Nothing much. All right. And let's turn this back on. Okay. Well, that's cool. I don't think I have any motor bridges. That's pretty awesome. Okay, that camera plug is plugged in. Oh, shit. This EP2 is not, I don't think it's going to clear under this canopy. No, it's not. Oh, balls. I'm going to have to run a different canopy on this. Yeah, the EP2 hits. I could move it forward a little bit, though. I could just move the EP2 forward a little bit, and it looks like it'll fit. If you're trying to run an EP2 on your Mobula 6, I don't know why you would do that. You're going to need to move it forward a little bit. So right now the back line is even with that little resistor. So let's pop this up and off. I just have this VH bead. And let's just scooch it forward a little bit here. So let's go like that. That might be good enough. Let's find out. Get down there, little guy. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna work. Awesome. Okay. Get up in there. Get up in there, little wires. Get out of the way here. Hey. Look at that, man. This will be cool. This will be really nice to have to kind of show the difference of, and it'll be nice and durable because of this canopy. And it's nice that we're offsetting the weight of the EP2 with the camera and canopy combo. And like going through the Newbie Drone AIO with the OSD on, making things really dark. Like, this camera is probably not going to look any different from the BI. They all are kind of... Any camera that you put on the Acroby board just ends up looking kind of sludgy. That's the new word, sludgy. That's what you get. You get that sludge. Alright, cool. So there we go. And it's a handsome devil. With the red propellers and motors on the purple frame. Sweet! So there we go. There's our Newbie Drone rig. And it looks like everything is... Oh man, what the hell happened? How did this antenna pop out? Farts. What's nice about the Newbie Drone canopy is the location of the UFL plug for the video antenna is super easily accessible. So now I can just do that and then reroute this guy the way that I want it. Come on. Get up in there. Okay, so we want him coming up and out that hole in the canopy. Yeah, that's a good one. And now look, you can just get it right back in there and just poop it right back down. And all is right with the world. So there we go. We got a Newbie Drone rig. That's pretty cool. All right. Last up, we're going to take this. Okay, and so now I can pull the BLV4 out of here and get it ready for a tiny lifter. And that'll be slick because it's got the more powerful VTX on it. So yeah, the BLV4 is kind of ideal for tiny lifter duty. And it's got the ELRS built right in, instead of having to have that piggybacked EP2 hanging off its butt. Oh, look at that! One of these motor wires let go. What are these? 702 30,000s? All right, that's fine. I had to manually swap the plugs over. Danzilla Terrible says the stream thumbnail says Wednesday. Yeah, I had to change it when you. It's correct now, but nobody is. I whatever. If you look on Patreon, it should be correct. Patreon is the only website that doesn't like just grab the image and leave it forever. Yeah, like on Patreon, this is the correct thumbnail image. Patreon reloads the thumbnail every time you load the page. Nobody else does. Like Facebook, for example, like I keep trying to debug and scrape this again, but it just refuses. It's very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. You gotta always make sure with a live stream that you update you get the right thumbnail before you then paste the image. It's going to this, and now, where's a dark? I need a dark canopy. Here's one. Okay. Yeah, because we want to compare these cameras with the Runcam Nano 3, and this is my Runcam Nano 3. Cool. Let's get this plugged in, and we'll put these three in the air. We'll compare. First thing we'll do is compare the field of view, like we always do, and the image quality. But then we'll put them up in the air and rip them around. There we go with that. And now we just need to get this guy mounted here. All right. So front one is just going to get popped down. What am I doing? Why am I not using the effing bench cam again? Okay. So front one. Just holding the AIO down to the frame. And then canopy specific screws coming at you. Let me run. I like to run this wire that is my ELRS antenna up through the canopy on these, just to give it a little bit more angle. No big deal if you don't do that. It'll work flat against the board. We're not pushing range into the house or anything like that. All right. There we are. Good to go. Let's compare some cameras, friends. What do you say? Oops. Veritos user says, what type of wristwatch is that? Where do you get them? This is an old school vintage Freestyle Shark. The name of the company is Freestyle, and then these are their Shark watches. I had one of these growing up, and then I stopped wearing watches for like all my 20s and 30s. And then, yeah, the company Freestyle is still around, and they hit me with an Instagram ad or a Facebook ad. I forget which it was. And I was like, oh my God, I remember that. I used to have one of those growing up. And then I went on to eBay, and there's all kinds of vintage ones. They sell them currently, and there's some cool looking ones, but the vintage ones are all different colors. They've made them in like a million different colors over the years. So yeah, I just set up an eBay alert for Freestyle men's watch, and so now every day eBay emails me with all of the new ones that were uploaded, and yeah, eventually I have two of them now. And yeah, I mean they're super simple. I mean it's like it's more of like a fashion thing than like a timepiece, if I'm honest. But you know, sometimes you want to look fancy. Buried Alive says, do tiny beta FPV ELRS receivers work in 5-inch freestyle. Oh, they will work. If you're going to do an ELRS receiver in a 5-inch freestyle rig, you're not going to want to use one of the ones that has a ceramic antenna. You're going to want to use one of the ones that has a UFL plug so that you can run a proper antenna outside of the carbon fiber frame. Putting a receiver with a ceramic antenna on the inside of a carbon fiber frame is going to give you the worst possible signal strength. It's still going to work, and it's probably going to be better than old school FR Sky, but it's going to be 1,000 times better to get a little tiny Immortal T ELRS antenna outside of the carbon fiber. That really does make a big difference. So try your best to do that, but it will work. Your other option would be to like put the ELRS antenna with the ceramic, put the ELRS receiver with the ceramic antenna on the outside of the frame, but then it's going to get hit by sticks and trees and yeah, that's not a great idea. So don't do that. 3 rigs, 3 different cameras. Tiny Whoop Pinch, Runcam Nano 3, Newbie Drone BI. Here we go. Oh my God, the receiver. Nope, it's still plugged in. I was going to say, oh my God, the receiver is not plugged in. Amazing. We're going to go basement daylight. Get as much light down here as possible. And we're going to turn the OSD off and on. Just so that you can, it doesn't make much of a difference on these modulas, but we'll do it anyway. All right, here we go. So first up, we're just going to plug them in and point them all in the same direction, and you can kind of determine for yourself which one you think looks the best. So let's get, I might as well throw batteries in all 3 of them so that I can just really quickly unplug and plug. So we got 1 battery, we got 2 batteries, and we've got 3 batteries. Okay. All right, we're good to go. So first up, we're going to do Runcam Nano 3, and then we're going to do Tiny Whoop Pinch, and then we're going to do Newbie Drone BI. Ready? Here we go. Runcam Nano 3 first. Put it right on top of this, and then we're going to line it up on the globe. I'm always going to keep the globe in the very corner of the frame. Let me put a little bit of down tilt here, because some of these are, well, hold on, no, let me just drop the cam angle down a little bit. There we go. All right, so putting it on the middle here, putting the globe on the right side of the screen. There we go. Can somebody grab a couple of screenshots and throw them up in Livestream Live on Discord? First person to say I'll do it in the chat, you need to do it. Livestream Live is ready for you. All right, so there's the Runcam Nano 3, and do me a favor and label them, if you don't mind. That was the Runcam Nano 3. Here comes the Tiny Whoop Pinch. I'm going to put it in the exact same spot. Up tilt may be a little bit different, but all right. There you go with that. Tiny Whoop Pinch. Much brighter. And then we've got the Newbie Drone BI. I'm so excited to see this. Oh, wow, that's very bright too. Man, that is just like the Tiny Whoop Pinch. Newbie Drone BI there for you. Cool. Now, let me do that. I'm gonna point them all towards the toolbox, and that'll allow me to really dial in on the to make absolutely sure they're in the same spot. So this is the Newbie Drone BI. What if I turn this off? Yeah, that's better. Newbie Drone BI. All right. These are absolutely going to be in the same spot. But I'm not like lining up the right side of the frame. So what I can see here is off on the left, this is just the corner of the monitor. So we're going to do a quick FOV comparison here. So this camera, the Newbie Drone BI, picks up just barely the corner of the monitor here, where my finger is. I think this is going to be the widest. So let's pick something on the right side of the frame. So it picks up on the right side of the frame, it picks up, okay, so we'll compare by this gate here. This gate. All right, so it gets this entire gate with a little bit of a gap here. A little bit of a gap to this gate. Cool? That's the Newbie Drone BI. And then we've got the Tiny Whoop pinch. And that's in the exact same position. A little bit less of this gate. Little tiny bit. Not much though. Very similar. Very, very, very similar. And, well, actually, look. There's more monitor on this corner here. That's interesting. So I guess this is a little bit wider. Man, not by much though, but maybe a tiny little bit wider than the Newbie Drone BI. Man, the signal strength is noticeably not as good on this one because of the small antenna. And now we've got the Runcam Nano 3, which is going to be considerably less wide. Yeah. No monitor on the left. And it's cutting off a bunch of the gate here. So there we go. There are all three. I'm going to fly a bunch on the Newbie Drone camera. And that'll take us on out of this live stream. And you guys can go get some bot grinder at 9 o'clock. Let's get up in the air on the rig with the 0603 26,000 kV motors. Kevin Sumner says, picture coming shortly. Thank you, brother. This is 0603 26,000 kV powertrain with Gemfan tri-blade prototype propellers. We're gonna do a bunch about and the BI camera, of course. So you know what I'm noticing is there's quite a bit of up tilt on this rig. There are no ducts in the frame at all. This is the Newbie Drone. No, I guess there are ducts there. They're just clear. The ducts are clear. Yeah, you can see them now. Now that I'm not on the carpet anymore, you can see those ducts. There, you can totally see them. But yeah, this is a little bit more up tilt than I'm used to, which is totally fine. Oh boy. So these are the 0603 26,000s. Uh-oh. Let's get my fly on for a minute here. Oh boy, that's a close one. Ow! I think I like this camera. The racers say that this camera is the field of view king. It's got the best field of view. What's my cruising throttle on this rig? Do I have the cruising throttle set properly? No. I was gonna say, this rig feels a little weird. 45, 44. When the battery is kind of dead. Oh, shitters. Let me set that. Miscellaneous PP. Wait, no, that's not it. It's in rates. There we go. Throttle Expo 35. Oh, no, I got the midpoint correct. 45. All right, good. These 0603s, I think since they're a lower KV, they have a significantly higher hover point. And they are a little bit heavier. They're a little bit heavier than the 0702s. Let's get a fresh battery on here. There's nothing cooler than when it rotates around like that. And it looks like Kevin Sumner is dropping some pictures over into Livestream Live on my Patreon channel. If you can't see the Livestream Live channel, that means you're not a patron. It is a Patreon-only channel over there. You can join my Patreon for as little as $3 a month. That's only 10 cents a day. And it's the only way that I can do these live streams full-time like this, 10 plus hours a week. So yeah, head on over to CiottiFPV.com, hop onto my Patreon. It really means a lot, and it allows me to keep doing this. And yeah, you'll get access to Livestream Live with screenshots from the one and only Kevin Sumner. This battery is hurting. I don't know why this battery said that it was charged. It is absolutely not charged. I have a feeling that this might be the battery that was leaking, and maybe it's just on its way to its grave. But I am going to throw it back on the charger because why not torture it a little bit? Alright, we got this, and then this guy. Alright, let's get a properly charged battery onto this rig. What do you say? This one's right off the charger. Here we go. Here we go. 421, close enough. This feels much better. Much better. Let me show you guys the new receiver and turntable and speakers. I think I've already showed you guys the speakers, but yeah, I did the I put the receiver. I think this is an old like tube TV table here in these built-ins, and I've repurposed it for the receiver, and then my U-turn turntable up there, and then here's the new speakers. See this weird space that they're in? Like, it's got, see that? It's like, it's 35 inches tall by 11 inches wide. And these speakers fit pretty damn perfect. That's an 8-inch driver, and then a 6.5-inch mid-range, and then the tweeter. And yeah, these speakers are okay, but yeah, Infinity is not a audiophile brand. They're more of like a Best Buy brand. This camera is very warm up here, and I mean the lights are very warm up here. The lights up here are all incandescent, so it kind of should be looking warm like this, but I definitely noticed that compared to the Runcam Nanos, the Runcam Nanos must have a better white balance adjustment. This almost looks like there is no white balance adjustment, and it's just daylight balanced, which I don't hate that. I find it kind of annoying when the cameras automatically go from daylight balance to incandescent balance. Oh boy. Close my eyes on that one. Ah! Thought I could just dive down into the coffee table. Ah! I don't think I've done a proper power loop in that coffee table lengthwise. I don't think I've done a really clean one lengthwise. Maybe we'll do one tonight. This rig feels a little heavy. This camera and canopy are a little bit heavier than the Runcam Nano 3, though. Let me throw it on the scale real quick. So this guy, oh yeah, this rig is heavy because it's got the 0603s on it. So yeah, this has now become the fat ass rig. So it is all up. It's 20. Yeah, that's heavy. It's right on the nose, 30 grams. 30 grams right on the nose all up versus the 0702 rigs are 28, right on 28. One of them is 28. The other one is 27.3. So yeah, this rig does feel heavy. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I am trying to like figure out what the deal is with these motors, and Man, it feels really fat though. Wait till you see. I'm gonna fly the 0702 32,000 kV rig in a minute, and you guys will be able to know. Oh no, another battery that's coming off the charger at 3.8. What the hell? Oh boy, I was not trying to do that. I was just trying to sit on the throttle for a minute to see how long it would take it to start hauling ass. Man, this thing feels real fat right now. Ah! We'll get a good one. We'll get one. Ah, man, it just this rig just feels way different. It's there's plenty of throttle resolution. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to the hover point being so high, and it's just kind of throwing me off. Let's try this rig. Let's lighten this rig up by putting one of the 270 mAh batteries on it. Let me actually throw it on the scale. I think these are a gram lighter, but let's take a look. So now we're gonna bring this thing down to 28.6 grams. So this'll be. We've basically just removed the extra weight of this camera and canopy. But yeah, I mean that's something to think about. Like if you're gonna run the Newbie Drone BI camera. What the hell was that about? If you're gonna run the well, no, okay. I was about to say you're gonna have to run a heavier mount, but that's not true. You can 3D print the. Yeah, this feels better. You can 3D print the. I'm getting rejected left and right. You can 3D print the T-Dog's mount. What the hell is T-Dog's mount called? I forget. Oh boy. Ah! I forgot the coffee table is in a different spot right now. Yeah, I've never had Mega Couch. Don't you dare get stuck. I've never had Mega Couch put together for this long of a period of time. Oh, you jackass, you. Feels way better, a gram and a bit lighter. And I'm all over the place. I can't wait to fly the 702 rigs. I definitely still prefer the 702s to these 603s. Like, I'm really trying to love these 603s. But, stop that! Ugh. I'm really trying my best to love these 603s, but realistically, until we get them in a higher KV... Come on now. No, don't you fall behind. He just wanted to hang out with the 250. Oh, god damn it. He just wanted to hang out with the 250. Oh, shitters. Come on now. Be cool. Oh my god. Just wanted to hang out with the 250. All I wanted to do was land like this so I could show you guys the 250. Hey, look, there he is. Look, I landed it. Good lord. Doggy style mount. It's not called that. I have a tab open for it, actually. Where the hell is it? The McStinky. There it is. The McStinky. It's the McStinky mount. They make a version of the McStinky mount for the Newbie Drone BI camera. So that would be the mount that you would want to do. What am I in Horizon? Yeah, I am. Oh, I forgot to turn the OSD off for the testing, but I mean on these Mobula boards, like look, OSD on versus off, it makes practically no difference. So, we fine. Okay, so there's the Newbie Drone BI. Really decent camera. I kind of dig it. It makes me want to get one of these Makes me want to bug one of you guys to print a McStinky mount. Anybody have their 3D printer absolutely dialed in, like all the way dialed in, super hard? That has either red or violet TPU, and is interested in making me a couple of McStinky mounts? Oh boy! Oh god, easy. Let's get this one upstairs. Newbie Drone BI camera on the lighter weight batteries upstairs. Get under there. I also kind of feel like this camera might not be picking up as much light as the other cameras, maybe? What lights are on up here right now? So the fan light is not on, but these lights are on up here. And then these lights are banging away pretty bright. So yeah, this is like the normal lighting setup up here. Oh boy. No, no. Oh, the fan tried to get me. Ah, I tried to cut that too tight. I thought it would just magically work. Ooh, we were on the ceiling for that one. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, okay, easy, easy, easy. Battery's going dead. Let's bring this thing home. These two little 270 batteries, they're great, don't get me wrong, but man, it is a significant decrease in runtime. Yeah, this Newbie Drone BI camera is really good. I gotta be honest, man. I've only ever seen it through the Newbie Drone AIO. What a difference. What a difference, yo. Man. I always thought this camera sucked, but nope. It does not suck. It is very decent. June Loco says Doorbit. What's that mean? What's Doorbit? What's a Doorbit? Oh, the stupid stand in a doorway and do edits thing, do orbits thing. Yeah, I guess I could go do that. I don't know. Matt Smith can print TPU for me. Thank you, brother. What colors of TPU do you have, Matt? Let's go to let's do one more battery on this rig, and then we're gonna do one battery on the other rigs, and then, although it's 8:59, no, we're gonna switch to the other rigs. Go watch some Bot Grinder. I'm gonna fly 2 more batteries super quick here. We'll do this silly Doorbit thing, and then we're gonna be wrapped for today. What is it? 30 seconds? All right, hold on, I'll go do it. I haven't done it yet. I guess this doorway is... I'll do it in the bathroom door, I guess. I think you're supposed to do 30 seconds or something, right? Is that the deal? Oh. Alright, I hope you guys can hear me. I don't know if you can or not. But... Doorbit thing. There we go. Oh my god, this rig feels... Hold on. Let me fly this around for a couple seconds. Oh my god, it's so much lighter. Oh wow. This feels so different. Hold on. Jesus. Yeah, this feels so much lighter. God damn, it feels so much lighter. It feels so much faster. Alright, here's the thing. I should be doing this after I get a haircut. Wow, it's really tight. Hold on. Let me stand straight. That is really tight. Jesus Christ. Is that right? Am I doing it right? Why do I keep turning? Oh, I gotta get stuck in my hair. I'm not doing this. This is stupid. I'm not getting this goddamn tiny loop stuck in my hair now. I'll do it after I cut my hair. Maybe. I just don't care. I don't care about competing. Denzel the Terrible says you got a link for that mount. I do. I do. I'm putting it in chat right now. There you go. All right, it be in chat. So this is the Tiny Whoop pinch cam, and let's go upstairs and orbit the Papasan chair, because that's where I noticed the BI camera was a little dark. You know what? I'm noticing this camera's a little dark. Why am I getting so much video noise? Oh, this is the rig with the small antenna. That's why. Yeah, I think this is just as dark. Oh my god, the difference in explosive power is absurd. Oh god, no. Oh, that's gonna be a big one. No. No, 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 no. Get out from under the couch, yo. Alright, thank you. Oh, that was hot. Oh, God, I love it. Oh, I blew it. Yo. These are just the 30,000s. These are the 0702 30,000s. 702s are the jam, yo. They are just so light. Oh, boy. Can I do that? Oh, boy. Can I do that room power loop with a little thing in the middle? Oh, God, not without getting disoriented. What am I trying to do? An inverted yaw spin? Oh, God. Oh, boy. What's happening? Yeah, I mean, I guess I can do that, but it looks stupid. I don't like inverted yaw spins. They look very awkward to me. Man, this small antenna is really struggling. How dare you, newbie drone D? How dare you! I think this came rocketing across the room. Oh, God! I'm all thrown off from flying that a bunch of batteries on that 0603 rig. Alright, let me get that out. Those are the giveaway packages that still haven't gone out. At this point, I might as well wait until Monday's giveaway stream. Hey, if you want to get on the giveaways Monday, join the Patreon. This coming Monday is a giveaway stream. Oh, look how low the up tilt is on this rig. Oh God. Oh, farts. Hup! Oh, come on now. Give me the second one. Let me get that second one. Come on now. Hup! 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 Oh, I missed it. Alright, this battery's hurting. Oh, boo. Yeah, I need some higher up tilt pound mounts. Well, I guess I should switch over to the McStinky. Fritz Sousa says, your flying's top notch. Thank you, brother. Oh no, this battery won't come unplugged. Come on now. Don't die. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Come on. There we go. And last one is the Runcam Nano 3 with the current lens. And now this is the rig with the 32,000 kV motors. Let's go right upstairs. Ah! And check out the Papasan orbit to see how this thing does with light. Yeah, look how much brighter this is. It's not. Yeah, it's definitely brighter though. So the Runcam Nano 3 seems to be better for low light. That's good to know. 32,000 kV motors are just the fucking heat. Oh, I thought I could skirt by that. What is that? Oh, those are the Minecraft torches. Oh god, no. That thing is not usually there. I just moved it a couple days ago. Oh, that's the curtain. Get out of here, curtain. Oh, boy. Take it easy, big fella. Get in there. Yeah. Oh, the fan tried to eat me. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we got close to the wall on that one. These motors, these are the motors, yo. Sorry, but like these are the motors for sure. this is like this rig is so good, so good. Oh my god! Oh, so close. We were on a roll there for a second. Oh, how dare you! Get in there! Ah! Tried to quick decision it. No, no, no. Do not kill. No! Oh! I didn't even know it fit through that gap. I never thought to go through here. Yeah, it fits. Ah! That's a cool little secret. Oh, come on now. Really? Stop it! Stop it! What was that little sequence that I did? Around here, through... Come on now. So we went around here, through here, and then through there. That's a tough one. Get it out of your system. Come on! Don't be stuck. Don't be... Battery's dead. Ah, almost. All right, friends, we're gonna wrap this up. Manjaro Black decided to start with the Mobile as his first drone. As they get better break things, they'll build towards your ultimate build with an HD0 tweak. With HD0. HD0 is gonna make it tough. It's a big weight increase. Yeah, I'm still an analog junkie, just because it's so much lighter on these guys. Man, the 32,000 kV rig is hot. It's just the absolute hot heat. You know what's interesting though? I'm gonna do one more battery real quick. The 30,000 kV 0702 rig with the lower up tilt Runcam pinch. This rig. Why is this battery only at 3.8? God damn it. The lower up tilt is interesting. I don't love that there's so much frame in view. In fact, I kind of hate it. But if I switch over to the McStinky mount, oh god, I got very confused there for some reason. That was weird. Yeah, if I switch over to the McStinky mount, he has them in all different up tilts. With the... Oh, look. Did the thing fall off the ceiling? God damn it. The little thing fell off the ceiling again. Stop it. Ah! It was a big lazy one. Just a big laid out Matty flip. Let's try to get it again. Oh! That was delicious. Oh! Another big one. I love doing them like that. I love doing it from just carpet to ceiling. Oh, and again. Oh my goodness! So that's like the ultimate Matty flip and then down exit through the cube, but the cube is all mangled right now. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I went full throttle when I was completely inverted. Oh, stop. Oh, come on. No. There you go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Give me a break. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Why am I still flying? Oh, shit. I hit my transmitter screen really hard. The lower up tilt is interesting. Yeah, I don't like the way it looks with all that frame and view, though. So I think I'm going to go with a higher up tilt. For a while there, I just thought that the Tiny Whoop pinch cam was like way wider field of view. But that's really not true. Yeah, it's just low up tilt. I'm now noticing that. Interesting. Interesting. All right, people. Thanks for hanging. CiottiFPV.com has all the things, including a link to my Patreon. I would love to see you on Patreon. For $5 a month, you can get in on the giveaways. So if you're on the $3 tier and you want a chance to win some Tiny Whoop and Toothpick stuff, it's only another couple of dollars. And if you win, you're going to win like 20, 30, 40 bucks worth of stuff. So it's going to pay for the increase in your Patreon for a while. So, yeah, hop on over to Patreon, linked from CiottiFPV.com. Join in. Monday night, we're doing giveaways. And then 2 Mondays after that, 2 Mondays after that, 2 Mondays after that, and forever. Thanks for hanging. Here comes the 65mm rig that I was just flying outside earlier today with some Epidemic Sounds music. I'll see you guys on Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern. Be good, friends. Diluted. Yeah, let's play that song. Maybe that's a good one. Later. Wait. I'm not ready. Later.